Hi everyone, welcome back to the sort of Easter bunny picture that we have been doing. Happy Easter. I think it's probably Easter Sunday. Probably. Now this is from Botanicum by Maria Trolle, and yesterday we did the first part. It's really crummy. I think it's the from the pencils. I haven't been eating biscuits over it or anything. Promise. So we did the floral part yesterday, so you can catch up with that if you want to. Now we're going to do, I think we'll do the nest first. So let's come in now. As I said, this is sort of looks like what's it called, pussy willow or catkins, that sort of thing. So these are sort of a greeny yellow. I think our chartreuse yellow might be the right colour. Yellow chartreuse, that's right. So sort of a lemony, greeny, almost yellow. I need to sharpen it, look at that. Now, they are sort of fluffy and dotty, but I can't get that effect with this pencil particularly well. But we'll see how we get on. So basically I'm just going to put a layer over the fluffy bit. Like that. It's quite greeny, isn't it? I think that's right though, but I might be wrong. So all these sort of big fluffy bits. Now I've done one, coloured one of these in last month, and these sort of bits have a bit of red in. But what we're going to do is start with the woody bits, and I'm thinking this, yeah, I'm thinking the green ochre might be a good choice because it's a sort of browny green. So we've got the sort of fresh newness of the branch with the you know, the fact that it is slightly woody. So green ochre, and I'm going to do all of the wood parts with this, and then I'm not going to press too hard because I'm going to add another colour. Excuse me, just had a coffee, it's rather nice. Caught up with a bit of the news, which probably wasn't such a good idea. It was fine, I didn't look at anything too nasty. I was looking at local stuff actually. And it was yeah, and I noticed my neighbours going out with a suitcase. Oops, missed that one out, look. And it reminded me that they're going on holiday, and she had warned me that they might have other people at their house because they've got a cat, so people are going to be cat sitting. So she just warned me that not to be like worried about there being different people at the house. So that was fine. So it just reminded me, I think she said they were going for 10 days, but I can't quite remember, maybe a week. But they walked off, so I'm assuming they're going somewhere on the train. Took a, had a suitcase and rucksacks and things, so she did. Did she tell me where they were going? I don't think so. Anyway, I probably should have asked, but maybe not. Maybe that's just too nosy. I'm never quite sure. I'm quite nosy, but I try to hide it sometimes. So you can sort of make it sound like you're being interested to a point, but you have to be a bit careful, don't you? Right, now we've got a sort of base. What I'm going to do next is grab my slightly reddish colour. It's not going to be red. I think I'm going to use I want to use this. This is the terracotta. I think this is the right sort of red, and it needs sharpening, of course. And I'm going to do it on the sort of, don't know how to describe them, on the sort of roundy bits. I got pencil sharpening all over there. So these bits a little bit at each end like that. Like this. It works where I'm concentrating now, not talking. Not very exciting for you. So are you all having some fun today? We are seeing family on Easter Monday, which will be nice. What else are we doing? We're seeing, that's in-laws. We're seeing my family. We saw them last week and we're seeing them again next week, so we're not really doing an Eastery thing. I want to use this colour, Lime Peel, to do over the top, but I think I want to do a little bit of dark brown shading, shadowing, I mean. What have we got? This will do. Sepia. Again, needs sharpening. Of course it does. Yeah, because it's my mum's birthday, 23rd. Sorry, you probably didn't hear that. My mum's birthday. Sun's come back out. I'm just going to shut the blind. My mum's birthday on the 23rd of March. Keep seeing her that day. And then my nephew's birthday. Let's give the light and camera a chance to adjust. Yeah. So I'm just going to put in some some darker marks. I think there will be a bit of shadow, like at the bottom of the branches and where they're touching other bits and things. I don't want too much. I'm not going to do any on these bits that I've put the red on. I want the red to stand out because I think it's rather pretty. Yeah, my nephew's on the 8th of April, so we'll be getting together for that, I think. I haven't heard anything much about that yet though, but I'm sure plans will be made. And so there's that to do as well. So we're sort of seeing each other around the time. I have invited my parents up, but I haven't sorted out a date with them yet because husband is working from home some days. He might be taking some holiday, he might not, so he isn't committing. It's a bit annoying, but you know, I will have to sit him down and actually ask him about it. And I've got an idea, but I need to check if he's happy. And then yes, so anyway, that's that. So yeah, nice to see family a little bit on this sort of occasion, even if even whether you celebrate or not really. I mean, my father-in-law will be at church. He's very sort of committed to that, being church warden. I'm not sure if he's still church warden, to be honest. This is the lime peel. I want to go over all of it with lime peel just to give it a brighter, lighter, slightly more spring-like look to it. But I'm going to try not to press too hard because I want to still see the reddish colours, the brownish colours, etc. in it. So just going over it as best I can. Yeah, my husband was a choir boy at the church when he was young, and actually I used to go to Sunday school when I was young too, obviously a different church. But I think the role of church in society has sort of diminished a fair bit, whether people are religious or not. They don't always go. It's taking, you know, it takes time, effort, and so we lose that sort of community feeling that used to be produced by the church, which I think can be part of the problem that some of us have with not necessarily feeling part of society or our local community, having people to talk to, that sort of thing. Right. Let's sharpen. Now I have this colour, this is my first egg. I'm going to do the spotty egg with this light aqua. I really like the light aqua. I'm not sure what to do with the spots, so I'm going to colour around them. And just try and get it as even as I can. Oh, my son's on the train. I was going to go out to the shop this morning, but he'll be home in, hopefully I'll be able to get this done before he gets home. I think I will. And I'll pop out after lunch. We'll have lunch together, that'll be nice. And then I can pop out. I've got to go to the post office and he can stay home and do whatever he needs to do. Probably nothing, knowing him. He's done his presentation this morning, so hopefully he's done well. I'm sure he can tell me about it while we have lunch. I had thought I might go and meet him, but I'd like to get this done now before he gets home. Right, I've done a base. What I think I'd like to do is make it a little darker. I'm just going to go over it again. I haven't decided what colour to do these dots. I mean, could leave them white. I think it looks quite nice with white, but I think it can look unfinished as well. So it's a bit tricky to know what to do. I think I'm going to get this slightly darker shade of this colour. This is the aquamarine, and I'm going to use it to add a little bit of darker colour at the bottom and maybe up the edges a little bit, just to give it a bit of shape, really, to make it look like there's some shadow and shape to our egg. Just taper it off a bit there. That'll do. I'm going to do the dots in, I want to do them in pink. I'm going to keep to a lightish colour. But I've gone over the lines a bit. Pink even matched that blue. Okay, I think that I am going to have to go for this pink. It's a bit dark, but I think it's going to match better. So this is the pink. And I'm going to try not to press too hard. I'm putting some pink dots. Now I was going to do one with a very pale green, and I think it might need to be this one because this one's next to green, so this one might be better with some green. No, I want to use one I haven't used though. If I use this, what's this? No, light green. I use the light, oops, sorry, the light green, and I'm going to do these ones here that have these little circles on. I'm going to try to just make them a bit more intense near the bottom. And then fade it a bit at the top. And work up. Towards there. Like that. Now our other stripe, I'm thinking a yellow will go. And I want something, we've got a lemon yellow, but I'm thinking maybe this deco yellow will be better. Because we don't want it too dark. Oh, the tips. We'll do the tips in the light green. This end here, and this end here. There we go. And then it's properly stripy, isn't it? I'm trying to just make it a little bit darker at the bottom than the top. Got a bit of green in there, never mind. And the circles. need to be in this colour too. Let's give it a sharpen. Just keeping an eye on the time because I need to let my boy in, but actually he won't be here for another half an hour, so I've got ages yet. It's not very visible, this, but necessary, I think. There we go. Now our very back one, I want to choose, firstly it's sort of light peach. Is that the light peach? That's the deco peach, I prefer that. So I'm going to use the deco peach for some of the stripes. Oh, making a mess. So here's our deco peach, and I'm going to use it for the stripes either side of the wiggly line. If you're colouring with me and you're looking, you'll see what I mean. I'm going to try and make them a bit darker where they are near this other egg, and then fade them up as best I can. It looks quite pink, this, doesn't it? But you can see it's a different colour to this pink here. Now what colour goes with this? Well, I'm thinking a light blue but a very different shade to this. We could use the Blue Violet Lake actually. Yeah, let's do that. Is it called Blue Violet Lake? Yeah. I'm just sharpening it. I don't know how well it will go, to be honest, but peach and blue. There it is, Blue Violet Lake. It's just a nice colour. I'm going to use it quite lightly because I want it to look pastely, but a bit heavier down at the bottom and lighter towards the top, as I have done with all the rest. Oh, I think it works. Okay, so there are our eggs, and now we have our bunny to do. Oh, let's come out a little bit. Now, colour. I'm going to start with a grey. I think a warm grey actually might work for our bunny. This is the 50% French grey. And I'm just going to fill in all our bunny with this and then see where I'm at, really. It's a little bit darker than I thought it would be, to be honest, but that's okay. Now we obviously need to do his little bow as well, or her. What do you think? Is the Easter Bunny a boy or a girl? Or do we even know? I don't know anything about the Easter Bunny. It's not really a UK thing. I think I said this in a previous video. You know, the Easter Bunny didn't bring out Easter eggs. They just were handed to us. It isn't like Father Christmas where, you know, presents are delivered. Yeah, so very different. My mum always used to think I had far too many Easter eggs, so she'd never buy me one. She used to, I don't buy me a present, I think. She certainly did as I got older. She'd buy me some clothes, which is always nice, you know, as a teenager. Nice to have some new clothes. I've told my boys this year that I'm going to give them £25 each. And they can buy a premium bond each, £25 premium bonds. The bonds are £1 each, but you can only buy them in a batch of 25. So I said I would like them to do that. They were like, okay. So I've got to ask them where they want me to send money. Because they both got a student account, they've got various savings accounts. They've got accounts with 3 different banks. It's confusing, but it is what it is. But I can't buy the bonds directly for them, they have to buy them. It's the way it works. Right, we have filled in this. He doesn't look very fluffy, he just looks very grey-brown. So what I'm going to do now is to grab the next colour up, which is the 70% French grey, give it a sharpen and add some fluff. So we need a sharp pencil for this. You could, if you want to, use a different brand that is keeps its point better. I'm just doing 9s. It's not really very good fur, but it'll do. And I'm sort of filling in the gaps as well where I've missed with my previous colour. Here I've missed particularly, but you can see that Maria has done quite small lines on his face. Takes a long time to do teeny tiny lines, so I tend to be impatient and do them a bit longer. And you can still then see the direction of the fur, which is the idea. I haven't done any on his nose. I think it'd be a bit lighter. Now his ear, I think it'd be quite a bit darker inside, so I'm going to do that. And then bring that slowly in like that. So the inside of the ear just looks a bit darker. Do a few strands on the outside. Same here. Remember, this is the outside, this is the inside on this one. Now sometimes it's tempting to do the ears pink. It looks very cute. And some ears do look like that. But I'm just trying to make it look like it's dark fur, because it's a bit easier, I think. Here we go. So you can do it quite quick with the Prisma. You could add more layers of colour. Just do that eye like that. But I'm quite happy like that. Now I don't know what colour Bunny's eyes are. We've got a bit of an eye going on. I'm really tempted to just do it quite a muted colour. I'm going to use this putty beige just to do a muted grey, because I don't necessarily want our Bunny's eye to stand out. So I'm just going to do that. And I want the bow to be the nice bright thing. I'm going to do a bright pink bow. Let's have a look. What have we got? This one. Is this the Process Red? Yeah. Process Red. It's pink. So I'm just going to fill it in, block it in with this. Not a heavy layer. It's really sunny. It's going to be hot when I go. I've gone over the lines a lot and our Bunny's now got a pink face. You don't need to do that. If you'd rather your Bunny didn't have a pink face, you can try and stay in the lines a bit more than I did. You can also erase. Am I working on a computer? Yeah, I'm in AI. I'm working on a computer like this. You can take it back off a little bit. It's quite hard. And Prisma can... That was a loud bang, sorry. Prismacolor can smudge quite a lot, so it's a good idea to be a little bit careful when you're trying to erase it. Now we're going to put some darker colour onto the ribbon to give it some tone. I think I'm going to use the magenta. Now we're going to look at where we've got shadow, so in here, like that, and under here. I'm looking at where the shadow's been drawn for us, the crinkles on the bow, look, and then just here and here. Maria's sort of just given us some clues as to where our darker area should be. Now I'm going to go over it with a light pink. I think I use this one. This is the blush pink, and I'm just gonna finish it off by smushing it a bit so that we can't see the white and paper through it, and it will tone it down a bit. I'm not going to go over where I've put that darker colour, but just around it. And this is a different way of colouring a bow to how I normally do it. I would normally leave a bit more shine, but you know, we're using Prismas, using a bit of a different technique, and letting Maria's lines guide us a little bit. So there we go, a little bow, and we have a butterfly. Orange. I think I want to go orange. I'm going to use the pale vermilion to start with, and just get started really. Put down some and start to fade it. Yes, I know there are circles. I'm going to worry about those later. I'm not going to worry about them at all. I'm going to deal with them later. Gosh, that sounds quite aggressive. I'm going to deal with you later. Little orange dots. The cadmium orange hue. We're going to go a bit far away, aren't we? Hang on. Can't even see there are dots, can you? So far away. There we go. So over the top of what we've done, just extend that colour out right to the tip of the wing, keeping it quite light and gentle to build our layers up. I've gone hoarse, talking too long. Never mind. There we go. Now I am going to grab, I'll put my book over the top of my pencils. This is the pumpkin orange. It's quite a dark shade, and I'm just going to put some right here near the centre to try and create a bit of a shadow where our little butterfly's body is, and also under the wing a bit there. Then I'm going to get this colour. This is the yellowed orange, and we're going to just go over it from about halfway to get the tips really bright. Now I am pressing. I'm pressing, putting down enough of a layer to sort of burnish it and finish it off really. I still haven't done the little circle. I know, I'm hoping that it'll sit on top of this in a minute. If it doesn't, I've got a backup plan. There we go. Now the body, I like to be grey. Sorry, I'm going to have to move my book a minute so I can turn, there we go, my pencils case. I'm going to use this. This is the Cool Grey 50%. And try and put it a little bit more intensely around the edge, a little bit less in the middle. Didn't really work. Never mind. And now I'm going to grab the black and do those dots. We'll see if it works. Black. I think it's sharp enough. There we go. Whoops. Black, black, black dots. There we go. I'm trying to get it quite thick. Right, because we're going to add a little bit of white pen and oh, going in. I want to go out. I'm going to come out. Now if you wish, you can use your white pen to make your bunny look even more fluffy by adding white strokes. I'm not going to do that. I don't think it needs it. I'm quite happy with how bunny looks. But I am going to use my Jelly Roll 10 to go. The black dots on the butterfly, I'm just going to go over them with a white dot like that. Our anemones, I'm going to tidy up that centre. Remember I spoke about that, I think, in the first video. There we go. just erasing where I've gone over the edges, but also it looks nice and bright. And I'm going to put a dot on each of the black circles to make them look like they're shiny. I'm not sure if they really are, but I think it will just help them to stand out a little bit more, which is rather nice, and hopefully look pretty. Now we can draw some fluff on our catkins, which we might do as well. The crocuses won't have any white on, they don't really, but I'm just gonna maybe put some fluff on here. I don't know really if it's showing up very much. It's totally up to you. Might not think it's worth it. I'm not sure if it is, to be honest, but now I've started, can't stop. There we go. Now you could put dots on your Easter eggs. I did that on one I did the other day, didn't I? And I really liked it. But I'm not going to do that today because it's too much the same. So straighten that up a bit for you. There we go. So there is our bunny. I had fun with that page. I hope that you did, whether you coloured along or just watched. And yeah, a bit of Prismacolor for a bit of a change for those of you that wanted it. For those of you that didn't, it's not going to be a hugely regular thing, just occasionally, just to mix it up a bit. And normally the pictures I do are far too detailed, but I think it just about got away with it on this one. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you all have a really super Easter. Tomorrow, although I think it's Easter Monday, our planner page is totally un-Easter-like. So yeah, we'll just be doing that. But thank you for watching. Have a super day and happy colouring.